Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the game. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Syracuse will have some work to do after that short return. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to throw, it's Dalton. Grabs it in the middle.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Yellow Jackets offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Shields. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to pass, it's Higgins. Scrambling away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The Yellow Jackets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. Now on the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front. But they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
This time on target. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to move the chains. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David. He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Now they'll run it to the right here. Runs through a tackle. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make...
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's done it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. They'll try the run. Quick spin on the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the tailback. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Syracuse right back at it. Off the boot, looking for his man. Right down the middle. Fires into traffic, picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Floating away. He'll turn it loose out to the right.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Up-tempo for the offense.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket.
And the pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He'll toss it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Yellow Jackets have pushed it inside the 20. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they will score! Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Syracuse, 0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Syracuse right back at it. Running back goes in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. 2nd down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Dalton. Dances away to buy time. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog volleys up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Syracuse will send out the punt team. And the returner will be brought down. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to the ground game on the left. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 21 over Florida State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Looking to throw, it's Dalton. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. But a nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. And now on second down for this offense. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Flushed out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. They're trying to get to it. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point.
28, Syracuse, 7.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buying some time. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Higgins. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Boy, he almost finished this half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll open the second half with a run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. On the option. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Dropping back, it's Higgins. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Quarterback checking off. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Now improvising. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 3rd down play from the gun. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Orange will have to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Catches it at the 30. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The officials offer the... accepts it, they will take the penalty. 1st down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Wants to throw. It's Higgins. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Getting deep in the 3rd quarter here. Clock stopped with 1.5 minutes to go. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Pressure coming. Grabbed in the middle. It's Freeman. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line, just spectacular execution there. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Touch pass on the run. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia is getting throttled right now inside Sanford Stadium. And frankly, it's been that way since the crowd started barking during the opening kick. They're trailing by 32 to Ole Miss. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game. Back in this offense, you've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage. And when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab on the left. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Dalton. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. He makes the connection. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Syracuse doing business in the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Marshall. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick release by the QB. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Can anyone catch it? That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle.
Snags it inside the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they just...
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something wrong.
They cough it up near their own goal line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He turns that loose down the right side. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Got it! Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the route is on. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. One more play to pad the stats. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer,